Hello, hello. You guys know what time it is. It is Monday, and it is Monday motivation. Let me stop. Anyway, what's the topic, right? I was saying how to let go of any energy that just feels like it's draining you. And it doesn't always necessarily mean a person, but but that person may be holding that energy. And if you're involved in, with this type of person exchanging energies, you're going to be getting tossed that energy that they're holding on to. Like I could be holding this paint. This paint is really the negative energy. Sometimes, and I'll admit this is something that I've dealt with too, is like, or dealing with, sometimes it's like, damn, this person just, like, I love them so much. Like, I love y'all, like family, friends, people that are, intimate with, whatever. It's like, but the energy just ain't right. And then they get so upset. Sometimes they don't even understand that it's not them. The famous line, it's not them, it's me. No, it can be that, but sometimes it's the perspective that you're looking at. Another quote, remember from Monday Motivations I used to do, another quote was every next level deserves a new version of yourself. I think I just twisted it around, but you get what I'm saying. Like every time you're about to level up, you're going to have to become this new type of person. You know what I mean? Because you just got like some wisdom if you learned a certain lesson. And that's what happens when you level up. Almost like when you graduate with school. When you get that diploma, it's like, all right, now there's going to be another challenge, and it's going to be pretty big because we're celebrating pretty hard, right? So it's like, all right. And that's the thing too. Everything is a time and place for everything. Yeah, you are tired that you're holding all this stuff, but you can celebrate later as soon as you get to that finish line. That's when the celebration happens. Or you can celebrate in between and see from a different picture that, okay, I'll take that L. I just lost on some type of amount of money, right? But on the bright side, I also lost out on a client that was just nerve-wracking, so I get to save my energy. I had to pay X, Y, and Z for that lesson to be learned, but oh well, you know what I mean? And again, like school, they teach you certain things, and you take tests, you do all this stuff, and then you say you graduate to this. But a lot of it at times, looking at perspective, how you look at it, sometimes other people that are teaching you certain lessons aren't really for you in the first place. They're trying to tell you how your life should be, and it's like, you can't tell me this. Like, don't sit here and try to tell me this. And this is where sometimes when you have this love that's just engulfing and trying to help so much, you have to realize that sometimes you're hurting more than helping by being so much smothered around that person. They don't have the same perspective as you right now, or maybe never will. And you have to understand that just because they can't see, just because they don't have these prescriptive glasses on that allow me to see certain things, doesn't mean that you have to be offended by it. And you get offended sometimes because you think that you can see them from a different perspective that sometimes people don't even see for themselves. So it's like going back to leveling up, right? You got to be able to find yourself and stay centered and then be grounded and just be in your mind and have peace within, because at these trying times it is hard. Just like against school, you have to study for finals now. Like some people crash everything that they learn, and as a lot of us know, that doesn't always work for us. There are some people that it does work like that, and they work better under pressure, and sometimes it's looked at as bad, but it's not always bad. Sometimes that's great because that allows them to just move speedy fast or do what they got to do and to get that encouragement. But looking from another perspective of learning certain lessons, right? You can still work under pressure, but in a better way that's not taxing on your body or your emotions and your mental, you know what I mean? Like maybe you can just still find the greatness about it and let go of the negative energy or thoughts like, oh, everybody says that it's not good for me to do, or remember last time when I did that, like it kind of happened when there was it just happened at the wrong moment, you know what I mean? And everybody was coming at me at once. And then it's like I had to fight harder to get and zoom in into that. And that's what happens sometimes. Like we learn something, we go from level 1 to what, 20? Like you really think level 20 is going to be the same as level 1? Absolutely not. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to bring it home because I feel like I'm ranting. Let's bring that motivation in, right? Is that every next level that you go through is going to ask for a new level of yourself. But if you're not within and you don't know yourself and you don't trust yourself on all aspects, things that call yourself good and things that call yourself bad, if you can't merge that together and be centered with one and be able to even just freaking relax and be present instead of being in your phone, instead of feeling a certain way, instead of hearing something but still just ignoring it like whatever and just disconnecting from things, then maybe you have more guidance and understanding of, oh yeah, I did XYZ last time, not feeling like, damn man, like feeling hurt about it or the negativity about it, feeling like, you know what, I did overcome that, you know, because I was on level 1 back there. I'm on level 5 now, and it's no way possible that I should be looking at this the same way as I was looking at it at level 1. So that's all I'm gonna say. Get connected, get grounded. If you feel like everything is attacking you at once, because let me tell you, I've been saying this for I don't know how many Monday motivations. My technology and all these devices that I'm using right now, my phone, my camcorder. You know, now I did a live. Now I'm like, let me just use my computer. I hardly ever use the camera. But this is what I just feel like I feel moved to say and continue to keep going, because sometimes in the past, looking at the littlest things, somebody even saying no that had no idea or wasn't even on the level to criticize me, I'm sitting here holding on to that. And then like, oh, plans fell through and nobody came and nobody helped me. I'm sitting here holding on to that. Letting certain things go doesn't mean that you're letting the person go. You'll be able to understand if you need to let that person go once you find and feel centered anyway, because that, again, that ideas, those perspectives, that hindsight is going to allow you, being inner sight, mind sight, is going to allow you to see things from a different perspective that you need to see to overcome the lesson. And we're done. Okay, so I hope I wasn't rambling. I hope that message resonates with you. I hope that whoever needed to hear this fumbled across this and was able to understand and resonate and get that motivation to move forward into what that you're supposed to be doing, to get over that hump, to get to your finish line, onto that next level. Because it's not really a race, right? It's a marathon. Is that what it's called? You know what I'm saying? Like the great Nip said, like, this is not just the race and like we're finished, we're done. No, it's just the level up, all right? So have a great Monday. Have a great weekend. I'm done. I was going in and now I'm exiting. Okay? So have a great weekend. Look out for more. Hopefully they're not upside down or whatever. Hopefully they're just right for you and you hear that message.